morning. I am Andrew Whaley. I invite you to hear God's Word today through 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. You are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you might proclaim the mighty acts of Him who called you out of darkness and into His marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you receive mercy. I believe that the hardest thing about Christianity for the American is life in the church. We're used to joining groups because of something we can get out of it. I joined the book club to learn more about good literature. I joined the country club in order to play golf, climb the social ladder, eat good food. We joined the summer pool with other people so that our kids can have fun in the water. We joined the spin class or the yoga class in order to motivate ourselves to get exercise. We do these things to get something out of it. We also join groups because of how they can help us reach our individual goals. We join the marching band, or we participate in the Scouts, or we play on the football team so that we can list those things on our resume, or maybe get a scholarship to college in music or athletics. It's about what I can get by being part of the whole group. Even the do-gooder groups have this element that I want to participate in making my community better. It's all about what we get from the group that I can't get on my own. And we think about the church in this same way. I want my kids to have positive influences and moral friends. I want to make sure there's somebody who will take care of me if my life falls apart and things go awry. I want to help other people. I love to sing in a choir. It's still all about what I can get for me by my participation in this group that I wouldn't be able to get for myself if I lived isolated on my own. The shadow side of this way of thinking then is if things go poorly, or if I get frustrated or angry, then I step away and I try to find something better for me. And to our American mindset, that makes sense. But the radical thing about Christianity for the American is that we believe that in Christianity we are called into a particular community. Generic Christianity doesn't do it. Reading the Bible on my own misses the message that the Bible teaches. Assenting to a set of beliefs, that's not really faith. It is this calling. Peter says that the church is made up of those who are chosen by God. God has taken us, a not people, and made us into God's people. Notice that it's plural. Peter doesn't say, I took you, an individual who was a nobody, and made you, an individual, into a somebody. God makes us a people of grace together. And so since I'm about to leave for a few months from you all, our chosen people together, and I'm going to be exploring the life and theology of Karl Barth, I thought I'd share with you a quote from him about this particular nature of Christianity lived within a particular community of faith. When he says that in the Apostles' Creed we say, I believe in the church, that means that I believe that the congregation to which I belong, in which I have been called to faith and am responsible for my faith, in which I have my service, is the one holy universal church. If I do not believe this here, I do not believe it at all. No lack of beauty, no wrinkles and spots in this congregation may lead me astray. The thing involved here is an article of faith. There is no sense when seeking after the true congregation in abandoning one's concrete congregation. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't schisms within the church, that there aren't departures. But this is a strong warning about seeing ourselves as Christian shoppers for a community of faith. It calls into question all within us that would want to evaluate the programs or the activities of a congregation to see if it's worth my time and what I'm going to be able to get out of being part of this group. We are called here by God through Jesus' resurrection to be the people of Jesus with and for one another. God brings us here, not an individual decision. And if there are struggles or challenges, we seek the Lord's guidance. We seek a path forward. To belong to a real flesh and blood community, to belong to a real flesh and blood Lord. That's our faith. And it's radical. It is real. And in it, there is power to heal and to save.